Yo, what's up, Tux? What's up, Dan? What's up, Nicholas?
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient.
Lost time there. I didn't have to reset, but I'm also distracted. There's the end of a chess game going on right now. Watching it. I've been waiting for it to be over all morning. I was gonna go live earlier, but I got distracted.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
3, 4, 5.
Manne, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Nein.
Drucktüren dicht machen.
No. Should have both of these elites. Alright, Marine's got one. Still pretty good. Close this. My chat's back. I can see chat now.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam
What's
aus
up,
dem
Core?
Innern der
What's up,
AC, genau über der
Shining?
Malta. Die
Speedy?
Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, da muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
The Wild.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
No, don't do this.
Keine Sorge, man, wir sind am Ball.
No, we got reinforcements. Alright. Whatever. It's still not that slow.
Nur weiter. Ich decke den Commander.
And we didn't mid-air stop. Alright. Good recovery.
Wie ist Ihr Status? Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum. Wir haben eine Bombe.
Ich glaube, Sie ziehen Sie zurück. Wir haben
Schiffe
gewonnen,
sind in der
Chief.
Todeszone.
Finden Sie die
13
Bombe.
Kreuzer, 2
Im Lauf.
Sturmträger.
Cortana, Ziele
Jetzt
aussuchen
wird's laut.
und feuerfrei.
No way.
Nee, das ist übel. Wirklich übel.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo.
He's cheating.
Konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
What a wacky Cairo this has been.
Völlig Sir.
It's not even that slow, it's
Das
just
Flugfeld
wacky.
der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Roll. How'd that not stick you? Alright, well, we're out. Okay, it's not great, we're out.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Why did the White Elite stop
Schön gesagt,
moving?
Marines.
Something about that area makes them lose their AI when the doors completely close and it starts to load the next area. I'm not sure exactly what does it, but it happens pretty often if the Elite pushes to the far side of the room.
Chief, gut, dass Sie kommen konnten. Die Abflucht
Stelle ist jenseits dieses Hotels, Chief.
Sergeant,
Ihr
ich
Limit
brauch
von
Sie auf dem
Allianz.
Vogel.
Folgen Sie mir.
Ma'am?
Get me out of these games, man.
Rüstungen
What is going on?
Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Unten bleiben.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter den Trägern. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Ratten. Trotzdem besser als
I don't even know why I glance at my Twitch viewer count sometimes. Twitch needs to fix their viewer count. It's so weird.
Die sind überrascht.
It's just fluctuated. I mean, I understand I just started to stream, so people are showing up and stuff, but like,
Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde.
what's the point of it if it just like fluctuates wildly?
Warum bin ich so einer kleinen Flotte?
I don't normally check my viewer count, but whenever I do, it's always confusing. Like it goes from 20 to 40 to 30 to 20 to 50. It's like just bouncing around. It just went from 19 to 40 since I've mentioned it. I don't know if it does that on your guys' end, but that's what it shows on my dashboard. I don't normally focus on my view count when I'm streaming because that would be frustrating. I know what it does. It stays relatively low for my resets, and then as my runs get good, it climbs up to the hundreds, and then when I reset, it goes back down. What's up, Brutal? The real reason it bothers me, the view count, is I want to be able to look at my stats and trust that I'm like calculating the right ad revenue and stuff. Like, how am I supposed to know if Twitch is giving me the right money for my ads? That's one of the actual reasons it annoys me, is if it's not consistently showing me the correct amount of viewers, how can I trust them to consistently pay me the money I deserve? You get too stressed out, T-Balls? Yeah. It definitely is stressful. Imagine being the one in the hot seat. Having to hit your sword flies after clutching like an hour of insane pace. Sword flying and butterflying and everything at the end of the run just gets so much harder. I've been doing pretty good to keep my nerves under control recently. I haven't been getting nervous on runs. But 6 months ago and a year ago, I was getting pretty nervous. It makes it way harder. There's no way. No, I'm back. When I first started speedrunning, I never got nervous when I was younger, but when I returned, like after my long break, so when I came back and started grinding it again full time, I started getting nervous on like every good run, and it just got so much harder to speedrun when you're nervous. I wasn't used to that feeling. I'd never really had like nerves like that through my whole life. I'd always been pretty good under pressure, never really like felt the choke, like hand shaking, oh I'm messing up kind of choke. I never really experienced that until just a couple years ago. Like, obviously I made mistakes throughout my life, but I think there's a difference between like choking and like failing, or just making a mistake. Like, a choke in my opinion happens whenever the pressure gets to you, and it's like a mistake because of the heart rate, because of the nerves. And I don't think I ever choked at like anything, like all through like my childhood, and like talking about sports, talking about just random competition that kids do. I never really felt the nerves to choke. But now that I'm an adult, I definitely choked quite a few speedruns. It's hard. When your hands are shaking, like literally shaking, it's so hard.
Die Schilde ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen. Und den neuen...
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen.
That Avenue Plan Magic.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung
Subdefend,
war das
Subdavid,
Verteidigungsnetz noch
Deep
reine
Arcs,
Theorie.
Lane.
Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter.
Yeah, I can see especially how 1v1 games are choke prone. Like, chess makes a lot of sense to me. 1v1 card games, like, things where it's like just you versus them and it's quiet, it's mind games. I can definitely see how, like, chess players, especially at the top level, that pressure's gotta be insane. When you've been playing a game for like 6 hours and you still have to be thinking in like perfect form, and one mistake is the difference between like being world champion and being made fun of for the rest of your life.
An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. wiederhole, das ist keine...
I couldn't imagine playing a chess game for 6 hours only to lose. I'd flip the board. Never play again. No, why are you guys so aggressive? There's a pretty brutal shot of Jan Nepomniachtchi losing the World Chess Championship, and he like reaches for the piece, and his hands are just so shaky. He like knocks over like 2 or 3 pieces on accident, and it like at the very end of the game, like I know what that feels like. Not at that level, obviously, but like that shaky feeling of just not even being able to control your hand, like that's brutal.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
We're getting a run today. I'm doing it.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
No more coming up short.
Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
I still can't believe yesterday's run, where I fell through the ground. Defend, did you see that one? I was on a deathless run all the way to Sacred Icon. In the final fight, I sword lunged at a flood and fell through the ground. Yesterday morning. Like 90 seconds ahead of record on SI, doing the God run. I make it to the ending. I get a pretty decent SI. Still deathless into the end fight, and I fell through the ground. Yeah, what up, Zoo? I'll explain the situation I just explained to the Zoo viewers, see if he heard it. No, I don't want to go back. Alright, we're going back. We're still start at the start. Thank you, Zoo, for the raid. Zoo, did you hear the run I lost yesterday to falling through the ground on Sacred Icon? I was on a deathless run, like 90 seconds ahead, and I get to the end fight of SI, I sorted a flood, and then fell through the ground. That one's gonna haunt me. Still can't believe it. It's gonna be living in my head until I accomplish my goal. Did anyone make a clip of it on Twitch?
Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre
There's
das
a
nur
Twitch
einmal.
clip if any of you people on YouTube want to see it.
Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Yeah, it's the same glitch as normal ghosting.
Aber nicht vergessen,
I got the offsets by lunging and hitting the enemy in the ground, and then I walked towards the slope surface, and you can clip through slopes a little bit easier than flat ground, so I just fell right through the slope.
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine
Toy chest.
Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit
Should have
Jahren
walked better. Honestly, I should have. It's in my head now. Skill issue. I will avoid that next time. I know the terrain now. I've studied it.
Jetzt das.
If I wanted to live there, I could have walked forward instead of back left, and I would have lived. And I'm gonna be thinking about it in the future. Like a golfer, knowing the slopes. I gotta know every inch.
Die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern. Kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
Won't happen to me again.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Leg dich mit mir an, dann bekommst du es mit dem Auto.
Keine Übung. Wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Come on. I hate doing this trick, man. Alright, I'm not going back. I would normally reset. It's too slow, but I don't want to disappoint the zoo viewers. I gotta show them some speedrun. It's Zubin time. Pretty good clear.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taschenlampe?
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Bord.
Dude, you're so troll. Before that first turret swordfly, I usually don't kill those elites. If they're looking at me like they were, I have to. Those two camo elites right before I go up top, it depends on how they react. And if I kill both of them, then I will toss a distraction grenade on the far side of the room that will oftentimes make the two elites above the room run towards that grenade. If they do run towards that grenade, I don't have to kill them because they won't be looking at me. If they don't fall for the bait grenade, or the camo elites troll me, then I oftentimes have to kill the elites. Unless they spawn as an ultra and a blue elite, in which case I can sword the blue elite and he's guaranteed to die in one sword, and the ultra will enrage when he sees the sword that I pull, and that will make him pull out his sword, which means he won't shoot at me. So I mean, there's like 10 different scenarios there that can happen, and I'm just playing slightly differently depending on which one I get.
Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab.
And you can't do that swordfly, the first one off the turret, while you're being shot because you need a red reticle to swordfly, and the grunt turret is too far away if you're not zoomed in. So if you're zoomed in and you take damage, it will unzoom you, which will ruin the swordfly. So you, even if you like hit it really fast, if you're being shot at, it'll break your swordfly. It is possible to get it between the shots, but with the lag that comes from loading that room, it's not really easy. That room has a lot of lag because it's loading in like a whole new area after you just were in the bottom of the map. It's one of the laggier swordflies in the game, and if you try to do a swordfly during a lag spike, it'll eat your inputs and you won't go. You also have to think about the checkpoint lag. If you kill both elites, then the game will give you a checkpoint, which causes 2 frames of lag. So I'll jump early to prevent a checkpoint because I don't want the checkpoint, because that will eat my swordfly as well.
Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann,
Yo, Zero, thank you for the raid.
vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz...
Yeah, checkpoints cause a pretty big lag spike on this version.
Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter.
Yo, winning with the resub, welcome back.
Weiter koordiniert feuern. Kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
You can delay checkpoints pretty easily if you don't want them though. Jumping, meleeing, shooting. If you have low shields, you don't have to worry about it. It's pretty easy to cancel checkpoints if you don't want them. I don't skip them very often, but there are a few places where I definitely don't want them. Realistically, I should be skipping every checkpoint because they all cause a little bit of lag and it would save time, but I'm not that crazy. But for instance, I can. There's a checkpoint that comes when you load this room that costs like 2 frames, and I can melee through it. And by meleeing, the checkpoint doesn't happen, and so I saved 2 frames.
Treibe ich raus.
Hallo, willkommen zur Show.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
I could skip this one too if I wanted. I don't want to.
Da lass mich doch der Affe eins bauen.
Hochführen dicht machen.
I don't know why I threw that plasma grenade. That was not smart.
Waffenschein geöffnet.
Pretty good clear.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Yeah, so I'll try to explain what happens in this next area. So I'm going to cancel off with this first elite, and depending on my position, I'm either going to stick the next elite, or I'm going to sword through him. I'm probably going to try to stick him. It's a little bit safer, but slightly slower. So yeah, I stick this guy, I sword this guy, and now I throw this grenade, which will bait these 2 elites. Hopefully they fall for it. They don't always. So they did, so now I can ignore them.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum, die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die Zündkapsel heranzukommen.
Chief, finden Sie erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger.
Alle feindlichen Schiffe
Ich
sind
glaube
in
es
der
nicht, ich ziehe sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
The 2 plasmas I threw up top, they are to distract the jetpack elites. There's 2 jetpack elites that fly over the top of the map, and if they're not distracted, they'll melt me. So normally I want to hit the sword fly there and fly over everything, but I got a bad first jetpack spawn, so I had to walk.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Hat das
And when you walk, it spawns in the 2 extra jetpacks, and they can come and get you.
Die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
There's required triggers. You can go over the map and come out the other side and be in like the same area, but there's triggers you have to hit.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
What's up, Jared? Wait, that was a good Cairo.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und
Lexus.
Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall.
How was Zoo's Halo 1 session? Is he winning yet? Seems like he's been getting beat up a little bit by Halo 1 the last couple days. I haven't been able to watch much of his streams, but most times I tune in, it seems he's not having a good time.
Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen Flotte kommen.
He's getting bullied, yeah. Halo 1's mean. Game also sucks compared to Halo 2. Feels bad he goes from playing the better speed game to playing the worst speed game. I like Halo 1 speedruns, I'm joking, but I find Halo 2 just to be way more engaging. Well, there goes my Marine. That sucks. Can I get this checkpoint? Okay, I'm gonna try to steal this Warthog. Okay, buddies, you're supposed to get out. Alright, guess I'll try it again. I need a Marine. Dude. There's another strat I could have done, but you can't really clear that section without a Marine. I should have tried the other one, I guess. Whatever. Halo CE deserves more hate. It's just, like, I don't know, I just spent the last, like, 15 minutes talking about all of the different, like, adapting strats that you have to do in this game. And so you're constantly thinking, you're constantly engaged. And I feel like when you play Halo 1, it's not the same. You're not, like... There are certainly, like, it's legendary, you do have to adapt, but, like... I feel like I'm constantly having to think when I play Halo 2 Legendary. I have to look at where the enemies are and make, like, good decisions. Unlike in Halo 1 where, if you play perfectly, you're doing the same thing every single time. I feel like I haven't had a Cairo that's exactly the same as another Cairo ever.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht.
Yeah, and that's not even talking about how much, like, you skip in Halo 1. The out-of-bounds stuff is wacky. And I mean, that's part of why it's so consistent and you don't have to react, is because a lot of the tricks are stand on this pixel, teleport out of bounds, and then go hit all the triggers. So, like, when you do that, you're not being shot at. You just... You stand on a pixel, you get out of bounds, and you go hit all the triggers.
Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Did I ever try to learn CE? I know most of the CE run. I haven't learned the newest Banshee out of bounds route, but I know, like, the flip bumps on Library and light bump and everything up to that point.
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut.
I've done runs of all the Halo games.
Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte
I know at least, like, the beginner route of all of them, and I've held world records on at least one level of every Halo game.
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung.
Classic Trilogy win. My trilogy, I have the classic easy trilogy record, but it's very weird. Do I have a command for it? I play all three of them at the exact same time. Halo 1, 2, and 3, easy, and I have under 3 hours for classic trilogy. I kind of want to return to that category someday, but it hurts my brain.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
I want to do it on Legendary someday. I think it would be insane to get Halo 1, 2, and 3 under 3 hours on Legendary with Simul. It's possible, but it's really hard. Yeah, I would also want to work on my setup a little bit, because I do have to turn my head pretty far to do it. If I had returned, I would want to maybe add some foot pedals to make controlling a little bit easier. I would need to change my setup and actually make it practical. Get out of the way.
Oh, verdammt, es versteckt sich vor uns.
Come on. Okay, we're going back. Yeah, I set up different hotkeys. I think I used 147, 258, 369. So like Halo 1, 2, and 3 were on 3 different splits. For the, I have a numpad, 9 key. I don't know why people buy keyboards without the 9 key numpad. It's so useful. It's crazy to me that the keyboard enthusiasts are so like stoked on their minimalist little small ass keyboards. Dude, the numpad is such a pivotal part of the keyboard.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's.
It's also perfect for splits.
Okay.
My numpad is perfectly mapped to my splits. So if I want to go left and right between splits, I use 4 and 6, and so I can switch between all my different comparisons. So, and that's left and right arrow. If you're an old keyboard head, like, you used to be able to play games with the numpad, so that's just left and right arrow on the keyboard. And then I can change up and down on splits with 8 and 2. So I can like go, that won't mess anything up, will it? So I can go down my splits and up my splits. My reset is the top right button, which is what, the minus, and then my split is the 0. Like, I can fully control my splits just with the numpad.
Oder versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
I don't have to know any crazy hotkeys. It's all very intuitive. It's just arrow keys.
Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie
Also,
es
0
einfach
is such a large
ausgeschaltet
key, it's very easy to
haben?
hit. Like, for splitting, I don't have to, like, think about hitting it. It's just a big key.
Das A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das.
Your 60% goes with you on travel. I mean, if you're traveling, bring a laptop. I don't know, you don't need a fancy keyboard if you're traveling. I guess I can see it if you're traveling and you want to like bring work with you or something, but like, if I'm working, I want my numpad. Like if I'm doing any kind of job, I want my number pad.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs. Besetzt die Kampfstationen. Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Alright, this is the one right here. Please. Okay, grunt. Whatever. I love that that grunt is just continuously trolling me. This was fast, and then that grunt said, never mind. That's so troll, dude. Yo, Pennon, good to see you. Welcome back. Thank you for the bits. I enjoyed the video about holes and chain chomp glitches. I think that was your most recent one. You know, I wondered often when I was watching speedrunners why they didn't do the version of the where you stand on top of the pole to spawn the coins. I always felt like that was viable on 120 star, but maybe it's just not with the finesse needed. But like I'd wondered that before I saw your video, and then I saw your video and it made me think even more like that looks RTA viable. Like runners should be spawning the coins from on top of the pole, but obviously runners know better than me, so maybe I'm wrong. Am I crazy to think that that looks RTA viable?
Die Schilde ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge. Aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300...
Yeah, I like seeing all the documentation.
Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der
Always very cool. I feel like we have similar niches, so it always inspires me. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I understand it.
Malta koordiniert feuern. Kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
How do you play SM64? On a Nintendo 64 or an emulator?
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Or if you're a heathen, on the Wii Virtual Console. Can you emulate Nintendo games? No, that's illegal. What do you mean? All of the Nintendo games have like the biggest emulator scene of any game community. You could emulate the Nintendo Switch before it released. Like there was a 0-day emulator for the Nintendo Switch, which is crazy. Stop shooting at me, I'm out of ammo! My aim is off. Do I run Monopoly 24/7? Yeah, I do, Eric. Well, no, but yes. It's my channel. But somebody else runs it for me. I pay a guy to basically keep a server open. We split the ad revenue.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Taste?
Why are some systems easier to emulate than others? Well, one, it's Nintendo games have a larger community of people working on emulators. And two, it's especially for the OG Xbox, the type of processor they used is very unique to the OG Xbox, and all of the programming they did wasn't so much software programming as it was like a mix of like firmware where you do, it's like they were programming specifically for the hardware that they were on. They had to do very weird programming optimizations just to make the console work at all. So the type of programming they were doing is slightly different than modern games. So modern games like the Switch, the type of processor they used is very well documented. The type of programming they're doing is very well documented. So it's very easy to emulate stuff that you have a ton of information about. But the OG Xbox is very different. It uses niche hardware, it uses niche programming techniques, and it has a smaller community working on it. So it's just harder to reverse engineer the old console like that.
Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay.
There is an OG Xbox emulator that exists today, but it's not very good. It's not perfect. It doesn't run... It runs many games pretty good, but none of them perfectly. The Nintendo emulators are perfect. Like, they can emulate lag, they can emulate... Like, they have the entire console emulated. We don't have that luxury for OG Xbox stuff.
Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
Porting and emulating are not the same thing. Yeah, when you port a game, you're literally changing the way the game functions. You're rewriting the code. When you emulate a game, you're trying to keep the game exactly as it was. Those are just two completely different things. Like, MCC is a port, and yeah, it's not the same as the original because they had to change it substantially to make it work on modern hardware. So it's not even close to the same game. Some of the stuff they had to do is very practical, like they needed to get... So I'm playing on German, for example, and German saves time on Classic. It doesn't save time on MCC because they added online play to MCC. If they kept the glitch where German runs faster than English, if you tried to play online multiplayer with your German friend, the game would crash because of desync issues. So stuff like that has to be changed. And when you change anything, you're getting a different game, but that's not the only thing they changed. They had to change basically the entire game to make it work for modern computers. So it's not emulated. Like, MCC doesn't emulate Halo 2, it's a port. If you wanted an emulation of Halo 2, you would be playing exactly the same game. Everything would be the same.
Waffenschränke öffnen.
Am I just bad? Are you full? No, okay. Can't find a plasma pistol. Alright, I'm not restarting.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Immer los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
How did that midair stop there?
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, man, wir sind am Ball.
Yeah, the rumors are that they're basically gonna stop the hardware side of Xbox. I believe it. I think it makes sense.
Danke, Chief. Ich schulde Ihnen was.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon.
I think Xbox as a brand will persist a lot longer as a software. Like, they'll be a games publisher. They've been buying up game studios left and right. I think the days of Xbox being a hardware is probably nearing an end though.
Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
I didn't mean to jump.
Hey, das ist übel.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm sad about Xbox dying as a hardware. I mean, I don't have any of the newest, like, 3 consoles. Most other consumers aren't buying them either. There's a reason that they're shifting away. It's slow, but it's fine. I mean, it's sad that it's like nearing the end of an era, but for me, like, the era's been over already for a decade. The last console I bought was a Xbox One in 2014 when Master Chief Collection came out. So like, that was, I'm not even exaggerating, that was the most regrettable purchase I've ever made in my entire life. I've never had buyer's remorse more on any product that I've spent a significant amount of money on than my Xbox One. That's literally the worst purchase I've made in my entire life. I spent like 500 bucks on it, and I hate it. It still sits under my desk like a paperweight. It's like that bad. So like, Xbox as a hardware brand has been dead to me for more than a decade.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Unten bleiben!
What didn't I like about it? It was, the menus were laggy and slow. At first it had always online requirements. I think they eventually walked those back. I don't remember. I don't use the console. So you had to always be connected to the internet. Master Chief, the only reason I bought it was Master Chief Collection. And Master Chief Collection launched as like one of the worst games of all time. The game just didn't function. So the console was constantly crashing. The game was constantly crashing. The online services didn't work. I couldn't. So me and my friend Rudy, who used to be on stream all the time with me when we lived in Texas, we were trying to play co-op together, and we couldn't link two Xboxes together. It just didn't work. You couldn't play local LAN, you couldn't play online co-op. If you were from the same house with two Xboxes, for some reason the connection just didn't work. Like, I don't know, there was just so many things that my old Xbox could do that the new Xbox couldn't. And on top of that, Master Chief Collection just was the worst game ever, so I immediately regretted everything about spending money on that. Why am I losing runs on this level? I can't believe I just lost another run to the driving section. They've turned it around? Yeah, I'm sure they have, but they lost a customer. They lost a lot of customers along the way. Oh yeah, I remember that quote, Rogue, when the CEO, or what was it Don Matrick at the time? I think he got up and said, if you can't be always connected to the internet, we have a console for you. It's called the Xbox 360. What a stupid thing to say.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's.
Don't you guys have cell phones? Yeah, that's on par with the Blizzard response. Is this an out of date April Fool's joke?
Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei
The Blizzard one was way worse. They're both pretty bad.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry,
What's up, Park?
Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht.
Unfortunately, Dumb River, PC parts have gone through the roof, so you're gonna have to wait probably a little bit. If you have a Series X right now, it's definitely worth probably staying on it. If it has the games you want, I think the Series X is a pretty good console. I'm not gonna buy one, but it's probably not worth it to upgrade a PC at the moment.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
I wouldn't really recommend anybody buy new PC hardware right now. The prices are crazy. What's up, Jack?
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
It kind of makes me worried for the new Halo remake, to be honest. It has... You need a ray tracing, right? And people on old graphics cards aren't going to be able to play. Like, I can't play the new Halo. And I'm not buying new hardware to do it. So, like, it's just too expensive. And I know I'm not... I have an old PC compared to a lot of people. But I know I'm not the only one in the world with an old PC. So, like... I'm worried that the new Halo is gonna not do good. Not because it's necessarily gonna be a bad game, but who's gonna be able to buy the hardware to play it?
Hochtüren dicht machen.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum, die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die Zündkapsel heranzukommen.
So troll, man. Cool checkpoint. Yeah, I mean, you can turn off sprint. Not even just you can control whether or not you push the buttons. You can just turn off the ability to sprint in the new remake. So, like, I don't care if there's a sprint button. It doesn't matter. The thing is, modern gamers want a sprint button. It's just factual. It's not an insane cop-out, though. It's a setting that you can... It's not even... I don't even know if it's on by default. Maybe it is. But, like, also, like, saying that the environments were designed around one thing, it's not... You're not playing Halo 1, you're playing a new game. The new environments are going to be designed around the new features. The sprint debate doesn't... I mean, also, it makes you, like, what, 5% faster or something? Somebody did some comparison. It's, like, barely faster. And also, who even... I don't... Like, it's campaign. Who even cares how it's balanced? Play the game the way you want. Like, I'm speedrunning the game. None of the game was designed to do what I'm doing. Like... It's a single-player experience. Experience it how you want. I think the real problem with Sprint, the reason most historic hardcore Halo fans hate Sprint, is because it ruins the multiplayer. Especially when the multiplayer maps aren't designed for Sprint. Back in the early days of Halo 1, 2, and 3, the maps were designed around a certain timing. If you're pushing with your team and one of you dies, your push is now slightly weaker because it's a 3-on-4 advantage. Let's say we're trying to steal the other team's flag, and it's 4-on-4, and then 2 of my teammates just died. Now it's 2-on-4, we're probably not going to be able to steal that flag, right? But with the inclusion of Sprint, it makes deaths way less consequential. Now, as soon as you respawn, you just immediately sprint back into battle. The first button you push on every respawn ever in Halo is Sprint. That's a problem. Like, you shouldn't be sprinting as your first input on every single life. The first input you make shouldn't just be automatic. You should have to think about the way you play the game. Like, the fact that everybody in the entire history of all of the new Halos, the first button you push when you respawn is Sprint is crazy. Like, that literally just changes all of Halo. That's like what the old Halo fans are mad about. That's why Sprint sucks, is because it fundamentally changes the way the game's played. I don't think that your first decision should be automatic. I think your first decision should be a decision. I think you should have to think about the way you play the game.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
Stole my grenade.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief.
Yeah, but you're saying that you might be getting Halo 1 exactly the same as it was, Tux. This isn't Halo 1 exactly the same as it was. It's a new game. Like, the new game is going to be designed around the fact that you have the ability to sprint. The old game wasn't. Like, I don't want the new game to be exactly the same as the old game. I already have the old game, and I already have a remake of the old game. Like, there's already a remastered graphics update of Halo 1. Like, they've remade the game twice. Do I really want it exactly the same a third time? I welcome every single difference because I don't want to play the exact same game a third time. Like, I don't want the encounters to be designed the same as the original. I want everything to be different. I don't even want to play the same levels. I want an entirely new reimagined version of the game.
Wir haben gewonnen. Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld.
Would I rather it be classic Halo? No, I don't want it to be classic Halo. I don't, like, I have classic Halo. I'm playing classic Halo.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
I mean, Counter-Strike has sprint, Jared. It's pulling out your knife. The thing is, fans want the ability to move faster when nothing is happening. It's just factual. Every game has something like that. If you could go disarmed in Halo and run faster, then that's the same. Like, pull out a knife and do it in Halo, that's the same thing as sprint. Counter-Strike does have sprint. It's like literally the exact same thing. In Halo, you lower your weapon and you can't shoot while you're sprinting. In Counter-Strike, you pull out your knife and you can't shoot while you're sprinting.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
It's the expectation for every single game that there's the ability to move slightly faster when nothing is happening. That's literally a modern expectation of video games.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen. Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Ratten. Trotzdem besser als Schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht.
Are there any games that don't have, like, a fast movement that's like a shooter? Like Apex, you move faster when you disarm. Overwatch, you move faster, right? Well, wait, do you move faster in Overwatch? You move faster with your knife out in Overwatch. Valorant, you do. Counter-Strike, you do. Fortnite, you do, right? Why did I can't even remember in Fortnite. I played so much Fortnite. Yeah, you move slower when... I know you want to loot with your pickaxe out so that you don't accidentally drop your weapon. I'm pretty sure you move faster in Fortnite with the pickaxe out, right? I can't actually remember. I played so much Fortnite, I don't even remember. But they also added in like a full sprint and slide to Fortnite. You didn't used to be able to sprint and slide. You don't have a knife in Overwatch? Okay, so Overwatch you don't. But many of the characters have like dashes and stuff, which is, I guess it isn't ubiquitous, but most of them do. I never got into Overwatch, I never really played it. Oh, you also have the ability to respawn in the middle of the map on, like, Extraction in Overwatch, don't you? Like, once the payload has been pushed, can't you spawn forward, or is that not true? You don't always spawn at the farthest back of the base, do you? Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't play Overwatch. Yeah, you can spawn forward. So, I mean, spawn forward is, like, almost the same as a sprint. It's a way to get back into battle quicker. Left 4 Dead is 18 years old. Yeah, maybe we can't call that one modern. Does Left 4 Dead not have fast movement of any kind? You move slower when you're injured, don't you? Not that that's fast movement, but I'm just trying to think of different movement mechanics that games have.
Nette Begrüßung.
Modern Doom has, like, maybe not Doom 2016, but the modern Dooms have dash and stuff. Oh, you can bunny hop in Left 4 Dead. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you can like air strafe and b-hop. So it's not necessarily sprinting, but it is fast movement. Oh, and adrenaline. Yeah, you could move faster with adrenaline. I know some of the Resident Evil games make the game easier when you're low HP as well, and you get like a speed boost and stuff like you guys are saying. It's kind of cool how games like secretly scale the difficulty. There's a lot of programming magic that you don't realize that the game gets easier or harder at different moments. I know that there's like a 1 to 9 difficulty in most of the Resident Evil games, and depending on how much damage you've taken and how many heals you have and stuff, the game will actually get harder to force you to take damage more. Old arcade games used to do that too. They get harder as you play longer to make you spend more quarters. Oh, speaking of arcade games, they just updated the arcade game that I play a lot called Killer Queen, and they added a video sequence to the... There's an idle animation that plays like to attract people to the game, and in the idle animation there's video of me. I'm in the game. I'm inside of Killer Queen. How hype is that? We made it, Mom. We made it.
Wir sind der Arm der Prophetengebieter und Sie sind das Schwert. Seid still und flink, dann schlagen wir diese Ketzerei um.
I play a competitive 5v5 arcade game called Killer Queen. It's a team-based game. It's 5v5. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a 2D game, and there's like different roles and different ways to win. And I go to tournaments and stuff, and they added some tournament footage, like the type footage, to attract people to play. I thought it was cool. Highest rank in CSGO. I made it to global, and then I quit playing matchmaking and I got A+ in ESEA. I grinded CSGO hard. I spent like 2 years unemployed just grinding that game. All solo queue too. I solo queued to A+ in ESEA, which I was really proud of. The next stage after A+ was to try to join like G rank, which was like before S rank. G rank had just been introduced, and the only way to do that was to like finish at the top or like play in team systems and stuff. And I didn't want to do any. I didn't have any friends to like make a team with, like that were as good as me, and I didn't care to do team sports at that time. I was just a solo grinder. So basically, once I reached A+, I was like, okay, I guess I'm done. And then I kind of quit playing. It was like I accomplished all my goals and then just stopped. Because the next step was to find a team, and I didn't want to do that.
Unser Glaube wird uns stark machen.
Was ist hier passiert?
The last tournament I went to was in, like, July, but yeah, we played together back then, Dumb River. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Einen Gebieter schicken die Propheten also, um mich zu erledigen. Ich bin geschmeichelt.
Er verwendet eine Holodrohne. Er muss ganz nah sein. Komm raus, damit wir dich töten können.
What was my favorite map? I liked Overpass, Cache, Mirage, Inferno, Cobble. I liked actually the whole rotation except Train. I didn't really like when I was playing. Cache was maybe my favorite, but I actually liked the whole rotation. I didn't... Nuke wasn't in when I was grinding super hard, but I didn't like Nuke and I didn't like Train. I liked Dust 2, I played it a lot, but it's one of those maps that when you're brand new, it's like the only map you play, and then when you're an expert, you basically never play it again because you're tired of it. But I actually liked Dust 2. It was fine. I liked playing Drop on Cobble. I really liked that spot.
Los, Gebieter, wenn die Verstärkung da ist, komme ich nach.
Did I ever try CS2? No, I haven't. I quit playing CS:GO around the time the Revolver came out. I mean, I played a little bit after that, but that was when I was like accomplishing my goals. I was pretty much done with the SEA at that point. And then they released character skins, and I couldn't really play anymore because I couldn't tell the characters apart. I'm like colorblind, and all of the different character skins and gloves and all of that, like, they really made the game harder for me. So I never played again after they introduced the skins. That was the last time I played. I was fine with the weapon skins. Those didn't bother me, but being able to like pay money to be a different operator, and some of them have like actually different like view models where some of them were just blending in with walls, and players knew that, and they would like spray paint on the wall and then hide behind their sprays. And like, I know people used to do stuff like that back in like the 1.6 days, but I really did not like having to squint. Like, I'm colorblind, and it was just very difficult for me. I couldn't see. That's not where I wanted that grenade to go. $36, pretty good for a slow start. Not being able to see was also one of the reasons I couldn't play Halo 2 Anniversary. They like lockout or lockdown the snowy blue map. If I was playing red team against blue team, I straight up couldn't see people on that map. Like I couldn't play lockdown like at all. I see 3 of them. Where's the 4th? Where are you? Alright, pretty good. If you clip into this room early, you're stuck in this room. This loading zone doesn't happen until you do the previous stuff I just did. You have to hit the triggers.
Die Flat ist jetzt überall in der Station. Wir sind zu wenige für so eine Riesenverseuchung. Sucht den Anführer dieser Ketzer. Tötet ihn jetzt!
Pretty good.
Krieger, zurück zur Landezone. Der Gebieter geht weiter nach oben, trennt die Station ab und scheucht die Ketzer aus dem Loch. Mögen unsere Herren ihre Hand führen. Halten Sie das Schwert bereit. Dem wird das Kampf. Alle meine Phantoms sind in der Luftgebieter. Los, trennen Sie das Kabel durch.
My PC couldn't run it very well, Rogue. I had to like turn off my webcam. I had to, even then, like, I couldn't stream both YouTube and Twitch very easily. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm alive. But yeah, my PC kept crashing, so I would stream for like an hour and then my PC would overheat and crash. It was just not fun to play.
Das hat gereicht. Die Station ist im freien Fall. Der Anführer der Ketzer ist unterwegs. Lasst ihn nicht entkommen. Wir bleiben hier, solange es geht. Leben Sie noch, Gebieter? Wir halten das Tempo so gut es geht. Wir müssen das Orakel retten.
Yo, what up, Christian?
Welch ein Wahnsinn! In einem Banshee entkommt ihr diesem Strudel nie. Moment, der Hangar. Dort war ein sehr...
Oh, I got bonked, but I didn't die. Usually that debris kills you. Wow, I can't believe I didn't die. Bounced off the front. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay. That would have been annoying. Okay, pretty good Oracle here. This run's deathless, isn't it? I've been getting a lot of deathless starts recently. Maybe I died on outskirts, I can't remember. I've been getting good runs. Yesterday's deathless run was not fair. Hope that doesn't happen again.
Aber wo sind die Waffengebieter? Was ist herausgesprungen? All die investierte Zeit und Mühe unserer Bluttäter, nur um diese Geschöpfe auf Eis zu legen. Ja! Und wo sind jetzt diese Götter, die uns die Propheten anbeten lassen? Transzendiert?
Yeah, I think I have a clip of it. If you missed the end of yesterday's deathless run, I fell through the ground and died.
Sir, wir müssen diese Geschütze neutralisieren.
No.
Sir, wir müssen diese Geschütze neutralisieren.
I mean, we can choose when to clip through the ground. That's what Arbiter Hanger Skip is. We know the basic mechanics of ghosting, and after Fortune saw that clip, he even went back and like recreated it like relatively easily. But the problem is, it's just not useful anywhere except Arbiter, really.
Artillerie ausgeschaltet, Sergeant. Landezone ist sicher. Vorerst.
Verstanden. Wir gehen runter. Stellung halten.
Leichter gesagt als getan. Phantoms im Anmarsch, Chief. Wir kommen zu einem weiteren Komplex.
Alright, we got the Envy Skull. Pretty good Delta Halo.
Gut, immer noch nichts von der in Amber Clad im Netz der Allianz. Komisch. Die Allianz weiß von unserer Landung, aber hält uns nicht für besonders gefährlich. Na, die werden sich wundern. Aufpassen, Ehrengardisten.
Where'd your shit go? Oh, that was scary. Almost had a heart attack. I needed to drop my rockets. I'm so good. This run's insane.
Durch vulkanische Aktivität entstanden. Das heißt, er wurde entweder absichtlich errichtet oder entstand durch irgendeine Katastrophe.
No.
Sorry, wollten Sie jemanden umbringen?
Alright, lost a little bit there, but it's fine.
Wisst ihr, die Blutsväter haben diese neuen Anlagen wohl um die alten gebaut. Als Schutz. Das ist aber reine Spekulation. Erst muss ich noch gründlicher nachprüfen.
Yeah, the problem is it's almost pointless to start a video because we don't actually know how ghosting works. We only have guesses. We know how to recreate it, but I don't want to do that video until we know the answers. But yeah, we did talk about making one to like crowdsource people and ask them to help, but it's crazy that we just don't know the answers. No, you're waiting on the elevator to come up anyway, Ogren. Go get my jacket. It's chilly.
Ich habe eine sichere Übertragung vom Träger des Propheten an irgendwas namens High Charity abgefangen. Es scheint eine formelle Entschuldigung zu sein, an die Propheten der Wahrheit und der Gnade. Der Prophet der Wahrheit hatte wohl offensichtlich etwas vorschnell gehandelt, als er die Erde angriff. Er bittet die anderen Propheten, ihm sein verfrühtes Eintreffen zu verzeihen. Er behauptet, dass ihn niemand vor menschlicher Präsenz dort gewarnt hätte. Das erklärt, warum seine Flotte nur aus ein paar Schiffen bestand. Seltsam, dass ein Prophet nur so dürftige Informationen über die Heimatwelt seines Feindes hat.
Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, we don't actually have any of the code, Dumb River. We don't have game code at all. We can look at like the memory and see like some of the values like real time as they happen. But you would think we should be able to find some address in memory that changes while we're doing ghosting. Like, we bump into the wall, some number gets incremented, and then we do it again and the number gets incremented. You would think that it should exist somewhere, but we can't find it. It's not present there. It's not where we're looking. It's not where we've looked everywhere. We've tried to find it. It's crazy that we can't. In theory, it should be as simple as finding a number that correlates to your hitbox and seeing what changes. But we have all of those numbers. We can find all of those numbers in memory, and nothing about our hitbox is actually changing. It's magic, yeah. That's Halo 2 doesn't abide by the laws of physics. That's the only logical explanation. There's nothing else there.
Bis jetzt ganz gut. Wir kommen jetzt zum Haupttempel. Roger, ich bin so dicht an der Bibliothek wie es geht. Da ist eine Art Barriere. Wir versuchen herumzukommen. Ich halte euch auf dem Laufenden.
Where's the other elite? He died. He died. Yeah, no, we've checked all of the easy spots, Senior. It's a good suggestion. But we've looked, man. We've looked.
Die Allianz hat mehrere Phantom-Geschwader gestartet. So viele kann ich nicht aufnehmen. Wir haben keine Zeit mehr. Da ist das Ziel. Holt ihn euch. Hier sind überall Ehrengardisten. Gut aufpassen.
Menschendreck, du bist kein Ort.
Krieger, Attacke! Der Dämon muss sterben.
He's hot on my trail. Get him off. At least we're getting good spawns for the elites. What was that? Is that 5? Okay. This is good. Dude, this run's insane. The only death is a 1-second revert at the start of Delta Halo.
Wir müssen hier raus.
This is the run, man. It's this one. Yo, Christian, thank you for the 10-pack. Doing it for the kids, man. For the kids.
Ihr nähert euch einem Schildgenerator. Viele meiner armen Brutes fielen bei dem Versuch, ihn auszuschalten. Mal sehen, ob ihr besser seid.
Großes, schlimmes Ding. Mächtiger.
Sie haben die Energiequelle des Shits erreicht, Gebieter. Überlassen Sie Ihre Regeln. Für den Zweck an den Enforcer von einen, besonders wenn die Schilde oben sind. Bleibt in den Shadows. Wartet, bis die Quelle festgewetzt. Dann greift das Biest von hinten an.
What's up, Banana? This one's the run.
Der Weg zur Bibliothek ist frei. Ich nehme euch auf dem Vorsprung da vorne auf. Verdammte Maschinen. Durchbrechen Sie die Wand selbst, Gebieter.
Hobart.
Weiter zum Ziel! Wir bleiben hier, solange es geht! Schafft es mir vom Hals! Sperrfeuer! Sperrfeuer!
That checkpoint here is really scary. Needs checkpoints. I need checkpoints. Just give me one right here. Thank you. No, we don't have the source code for anything related to Halo. I'm having nightmares, man.
Gebieter, was tun Sie hier? Wir müssen dieses Lager halten, bis Verstärkung eintrifft.
I hope they killed this shotgun guy. Please! It's scaring me. Please just fall over. Here, you can have this. Why are you guys all trolling? Alright, this is a slow fight, but I haven't died yet, so I can't complain. Why are you guys glitching out? Brother. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. We shouldn't lose much time on the split. It's still pretty good. End? Thank you. Alright, still pretty good.
Vorwärts, Krieger! Fürchtet weder Schmerz noch Tod! Los, Gebieter! Wenn die Verstärkung da ist, komme ich nach!
Enforcer!
Okay. Don't ruin my day, quarantine zone. Having a good time here. Yeah, we got despawn too. Let's go. Why is the tank shooting at me? The tank does not shoot at you very often. That's crazy.
Die Menschen dürfen das Symbol nicht kriegen. Die Hierarchen dulden kein Versagen. Ohne Ziel werde ich unruhig. Da oben. Der Schmarotzer will angreifen.
Alright. Here we go. Gravebinding time. Ah! Ah!
Ich lichte ihre Reihen. Menschen, die übernehmen mich.
Just 20 more minutes of gameplay. It's easy peasy. Done it before.
Die Menschen sind schon drin, Gebieter. Ihnen nach. Ich bewache die Verteidigungsstellung.
Anyone else highly invested? Yes, me. And I will cry if this isn't it. Actually, I'll probably cry if it is it.
Los, Gebieter, zum Symbol!
Alright, here we go.
Brutes. Je schneller man diese Brutes umlegt, desto besser.
Two grenades, perfect.
Schützt die Hierarchen! Ausgänge verschließen!
Oh, das wohl nicht.
One, two, three, four.
Vorsicht bei dem Captain, er hat ein Blutgewehr.
Very good. This guy's needs
Setzen
to
Sie mich
go.
auf einer der Säulen da neben der Tür ab. Dieser Prophet, Wahrheit, er hat den Index, er darf ihn nicht behalten. Ich kümmere mich um diese Türen. Los, Wahrheit wird einfacher aufzuspüren sein, wenn ich im Netz bleibe. Gleich da lang.
Don't shoot me! No! It's fine, it's fine. Not that bad.
Gleich da lang.
Those aren't gonna kill. Yeah, that's what I thought. Stupid grunts.
Einen Augenblick. Ich empfange Marine EFF-Transpondersignale. Die Signale stammen von irgendwo unterhalb ihrer Position.
Raus mit dir! Wir haben keine Zeit für diese Spielchen. Eine Meute ist zerschlagen und zerstreut.
Hier ist gut, springen Sie rein.
Wo willst du denn hin?
That's not fair, dude.
Meine Jungen sind
Feuer, Chief. Springen Sie rein.
I hate you so much.
Halt! Wir müssen hier bleiben.
Please.
Springen Sie rein.
Just cooperate, dude. Alright, it's a bunch of time loss, but it's fine. We're gonna lose a lot of time here, but if the ending goes fine, it's fine.
In diesen Zellenblock gibt es 2 Marines. Ich übernehme ihre Position. Sie eliminieren die Wachen, aber leise.
It's definitely not run over.
Marines sind da drin. Achten Sie auf die Wachen.
und seine Brutes haben der Platt das Symbol
Okay, I don't need to spawn. Slow and steady here. We lost like 45 seconds.
Ausgezeichnet. Der Prophet sendet von unterwegs.
I need a good second half. This level's just brutal, man. Unintended. Okay. Not sure why I mid-air stopped there. Don't agree with that.
Die Allianz hat gerade eines ihrer eigenen Schiffe zerstört. Und ich erhalte Meldungen von Schusswechseln in ihrer Flotte.
Yeah, man, we lost. We're like a minute behind what I want, which really sucks. Ugh, dang.
Gerade versammeln sich die Ratsmitglieder auf Halo, um das Symbol sicher parat zu sehen. Ich habe das Orakel befragt. Das ist bestätigt unsere seligste Hoffnung. Die große Reise beginnt mit Halo.
I can still get sub 9 here if the rest goes well. And sub 9 keeps the run alive for sure. Just gotta get a good ending. It's like 2 minutes to the end from here with a good ending.
Ich habe seine Fährte. Wow. Die Leute muss zusammenbleiben.
Clutch. That was a good save.
Sie sollten erwägen, einfach mal abzuwarten.
Alright, good ending. Well, we're gonna lose most of our time. Actually, all of our time. We're gonna be like 2 seconds green. It's still doable, but I wish it was better. Oh man, it's still doable. Do 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 bop bop biddy bop bop skibbity boop bop. There's no music on my stream. YouTube takes my money if they hear this music. Alright, here we go. No more mistakes. Okay, that's a small one. That's very little, that's fine. I don't care about that. I got brute shotted? Are you kidding? My checkpoint is the worst. How do I get brute shotted in that situation, man? He couldn't have been aiming at me. It's impossible. It's impossible, man. That brute shot just doesn't make sense. How could he have been aiming at me? It's not even possible, dude. Checkpoint was practically on Gravemind. Yeah, we'll go back 2 levels, man. Just put us on freaking quarantine zone. It's still doable. Don't splatter yourself. Don't punch again. Don't punch again. Troll. Uh-oh. We should be fine. Stop spinning. Stop that. Okay, well, I think we're Tide? Okay. Deathless Great Journey will do it. I gotta dodge. Neo. The slight list to the right saves the run. I knew it was coming. I got eyes in the back of my head. You can't trick me. Alright, it all comes down to this. Stay on your bike, Denny! Oh, man. It's still on, it's still on. Out of the way! Please, oh, what if it just killed me? That killed the run, man. Why is that door not opening? Why is that guy enraged? What? Dude, it's over. I was clutching it too. Dang. Fuck. Why was that guy enraged but the door not opening? The door should be opening. Oh man, brutal. I can't do it. I can't do it. Dang. Why was that brute enraged? Where was the brute shot coming from? Why did the door not open?
Wie gefällt euch das?
I have another grenade. I actually worked on designing a We Go Again mug last night. Technically, it's already for sale, but I wouldn't recommend ordering it yet because I don't know if the logos are in the right spot, but I can link it if you guys want to see it. Oh, don't flip here. Come on, Spectre. Come on, buddy. You can make it. I'm gonna die to these pages because of that. Okay, we're fine. Man. technically it's already there, and you can technically buy it. I'm not sure I would recommend it yet, because I probably need to move the logos and maybe choose a better font, but that's the Halo font with my logo on a mug. Oh, it says coming soon. Oh, it didn't launch yet? I thought you could view the products. Maybe I didn't launch it yet. Okay, well maybe you can't buy it yet. It says coming soon, but if you slow down, if you scroll down, it doesn't show anything. Click it. What does it show for me? Oh yeah, it says coming soon. International shipping? I have no idea. Let me check. How do I launch this website? Where was I?
Weg von der Tür! Hey, Mistkerle! Talk, talk!
I'll mess with it later. Will you get in? Oh my god, that's so bad. Yeah, his dive actually trolled it. That's crazy. No! Okay. No! Mufasa! This run's dead anyway. I should probably focus up a little better. Just for practice, but I mean, none of this matters at this point anyway, but still want to finish out the run. First try, easy every time. What a cool game. Ugh, brutal, man. Brutal. That's a 1:21:24, somewhere around there, by the other timing. Ugh. Or no, 1:22. Yeah, 1:22. We go again. Why is... I thought I did launch the shop. Let me look at this again. I'm running it back. I'm doing another run. We go again. Run it back. Okay, go live. Updating site. My site went live. Alright. I think it has actually officially launched the merch now. Let's see. It's there. I'll link it in both chats. Right now, there's only a mug. I don't know if I'd recommend ordering it because I'm probably gonna need to move it, but the merch shop should be live. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks kind of good. What do you guys think about the font? The font doesn't look that good, but it's also the Halo font, so I maybe should change it. But is that what you guys are wanting? Like, yeah, just a mug right now. That's all I put on there. But just bought it. I mean, if you want to buy it, I'll. I'm just letting you know it might not be very. It like I don't know the orientation to get it centered properly. It might be good enough as is. If you think it's worth buying where it's at, then buy it. But I'm not sure how the orientation around the cup is. I'm not sure. I was wanting to maybe order like a one test purchase for myself before I went live with it, so I didn't just send out a product I didn't like. But I did my best.
Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut.
The shipping is more expensive than the mug. That's funny. Also, I just went with the default price point. I don't know if that's what other streamers are selling their mugs for, but that was just like the default recommended price.
Wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der...
I plan on adding shirts, beanies, and stickers tonight. That's my plan. So if you guys are thinking about ordering and you maybe want to do a bulk order, then maybe wait. But just letting you guys know that merch is on the way.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
Also, I think I saw that for orders more than $75 total, they do free shipping. So maybe if I do a shirt and a beanie, then you'll get free shipping for all of the things included. I don't know. I haven't actually looked into the pricing and stuff that much, but just letting you guys know, I am working on it. Did you just buy one? Thank you. The beanies actually look sick that I was working on. They're embroidered like the Monopoly logo made out of thread. I don't know the quality that it actually delivers as, because I haven't gotten any test purchases, but it's like an all-black beanie, but with the Monopoly logo embroidered in thread. It looks pretty sick. Well, I see the order. Already one order. Thank you so much. I assume that is Joe who said he did order. It already went through on my end. I see it on my dashboard.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben.
You're the first? I mean, I literally just went live, like, I just launched it within the last minute. You're the first person who's had the chance. Yep, the first person to own a Monopoly mug. When you get one, can you send me pictures of it, like, in real life? Because the pictures on the website are, like, digital mock-ups that they're not necessarily what it'll exactly look like in real life, because, like, I don't know. I wanna see how it looks like actually in person.
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind...
If it's good enough, then I'll just keep it as is. But if you have any complaints, then I'll like I can easily move the logo around. And I pulled out a bunch of my coffee mugs last night, and I was looking at where the logos are. I was trying to like match up different styles and stuff.
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson,
You got one too? Hell yeah, Dumb River. Thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate it.
Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2 Zielfernrohrs...
If the shipping is an issue, then maybe hold off in Canada and stuff, because I haven't looked at the shipping details yet. I haven't looked at any of the pricing stuff, so if stuff does change in the near future, I mean it will change in the near future. Don't feel like I'm ripping you off or trying to change things, because I literally just launched it like a minute ago.
Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Yeah, I'll try to look into it more, Headshot. I don't have any info, because, like I said, it's just brand new to me. I did see that there was an option that I could make it free shipping after X amount of dollars spent. I think it was 75 or 50 or something.
Okay, ganz cool.
Keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Thanks for the stick, Grant. That was cool. Will you fall over? Thanks, Quokka.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
I really hope that the real life version looks like the mock-ups that they're giving me on the website, because the embroidered patch of the Monopoly logo looks really cool in my opinion. So the shirts and beanies and stuff, I think, especially the beanie, I thought it looked real cool. So more merch coming soon.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Ma'am, wir sind am Ball.
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum. Die haben eine Bombe.
Ist sie zu entschärfen?
Ja, der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die Zündkapsel heranzukommen.
Chief, finden Sie die Bombe. Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon, kümmert euch um die Träger. Ich glaube es nicht. Die ziehen sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen.
10 Kreuzer, 2 Sturmträger. Jetzt wird's laut.
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Come on. Okay, I just can't fly? Whatever.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung
It's slow. Do I want this run?
Übrigens,
I
die
think it
Bombe
might
wird
be
von einem
too
ganzen
slow.
Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken
I
müssen.
don't know if I want this one. How are you still alive? I didn't mean to throw it like that. I thought I killed that guy. See, the problem with having a community Discord is that I become responsible for the community Discord and the behavior that happens in there, and if harassment's happening and all that, and I just don't have the capacity to moderate something like that. I don't like Discord in the first place. I understand community Discords are good for community building, but I really just... I don't know, I really just don't have the capacity to keep up with any of that. I could leave that up to someone I trust within the community. I don't trust any of you fools.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen...
Dude, the Halo Runs Discord people are some of the worst people to interact with. I'm so glad I'm not in that Discord. They don't even speedrun the game, most of them. They're just like shitters. I don't know. The Halo Runs community is pretty bad.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
All of the top runners for the most part are cool people. Like, I love Zoo's stream, I love Sloth's stream, I like watching Garish. Like, but Garish doesn't take part in the Discord. I don't think Zoo or Sloth do for the most part. Maybe Sloth does, but like, all of the top runners know that the Discord just is not where it's at. It's I don't know, it's so weird how the voices of people who don't run the game are so loud.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
No, Demon, I don't. I don't really do anything on Insignia though. I have it set up on one of my Xboxes, but I only played it for like a week. The Halo 2 community has always been the most toxic community of any of the games. We've held that crown down for like 25 years. You have to be a special, deranged kind of toxic to even touch this game at a speedrunning level. Check my sales dashboard real quick. 5 orders! Thank you so much, anybody that I missed on the orders. 5 people have already gone through with buying my mug. That's crazy. I see Toast and someone and Quokka and Dumb River. Thank you guys. Are there any ILs that I think of that can't go lower? No, they can all go lower. Yeah, I'll look into it, Nick. Don't worry. I'll see what can be done.
Der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein.
I can now expect 150 orders per month. Yeah, that's how math works, right? I got 5 on the first day. I should get 5 every day for every month for the rest of my life. I'm set.
In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay.
I don't actually know Dumb River. I associate it with Halo 1 for sure. Yeah, what up, Cutting Crew? I just lost another one to the end game. Made it to Great Journey and died. Jail Room killed it this time.
Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis Sie wieder.
What else would have brought it first?
Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen?
Counter-Strike, probably. Wasn't Counter-Strike...
Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
It could be Halo, though.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Gun.
I don't know.
Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine...
I know my first, like, exposition to it was through Halo, but that doesn't mean it was the first. I have seen that video, Demon. Let's see what ChatGPT said, or Google Gemini. What is the first game to have teabagging?
Dieses MAB geschützt durch
Teabagging in video
Schlachtschiffe der
games is widely
Allianz
believed to have originated in the late 1990s. Competitive shooters like Quake, Duke Nukem 3D, or Counter-Strike. Alright, yeah, so it looks like it was popularized by Halo, is what Gemini is saying, but it looks like it probably came from Quake or Counter-Strike.
Den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Halo had it built in though. In Halo 3, they literally have it built in as a mechanic. Is there any other game that has it built into the game as a mechanic? Whenever you crouch on a corpse in Halo 3, it raises the head of the corpse off the ground, and it's like it's on purpose. There's like an animation that goes along with it.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
No, I'm like 99% sure that that was intentional. Like, not just because of the physics, but because they thought it was funny. I can try to find a source for that, I guess, but I'm pretty sure about that.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
That's not quite what I wanted. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get away! That was good too. They want $400 to fix your console? Yeah, I mean, just buy a new one. A lot of the consoles you can just buy. You can find guides. There's a couple normal issues that happen with the OG Xboxes, like there's capacitors that go out for the clock. You can find guides to just like cut those out. You don't actually need the clock capacitors.
Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie
It's not like you have a warranty to worry about voiding, so I don't... If if your Xbox doesn't work and somebody's trying to charge you $400 to fix it, you might as well just try to do it yourself and follow a YouTube video. But also, OG Xboxes are really cheap. You can just buy one for like, you can get them for less than $50. I guess depending on where you live and like who's selling them, but they're not expensive. I have like 5 of them. How many OG Xboxes do I have? I've got one down here. I think I have 4 of them.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen,
Where are
wie
my
Sie es
other
rein nach Hause
Xboxes?
geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
Did I ever play Robot Wars on Xbox? No, I don't remember that game. Do you mean Mechasalt? Or is there a game called Robot Wars? I don't remember that. Mechasalt and Chrome Hounds were 2 pretty popular like games that were like fighting robots kind of thing. And there was also Steel Battalion, which was popular, but I never played like any of those games really.
Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter.
Oh yeah, the disc trace breaking's really common. Oh, I remember the TV show about BattleBots and Robot Wars and stuff. Those TV shows were sick. And then there was like a junkyard version where they like had to build it out of stuff they find, and I love those robot fighting shows. There was a version of the game on miniclip.com called like Robot Rage or something. I used to love playing that on Miniclip. That was one of my favorite games. Miniclip was fun. It's different now. It's like basically 8-Ball Pool Deluxe website or something, but back in the day, Miniclip used to be a collection of like dozens and dozens of like flash games and browser games you could play, like kind of like addictinggames.com. And some of Miniclip's games had like full multiplayer with ranking systems. Some of them were just like simple like 2D games. There was a lot of games on that website that were a lot of fun. I like Bug on a Wire was pretty good. There were political games where you like played as George Bush and Condoleezza Rice. That was fast.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasse?
Okay, it's still fast. Yeah, this is good.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge, Mann, wir sind am Ball.
Go.
Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum. Die haben eine Bombe.
Zweite Echelon,
Der Chief muss mir aber helfen, an die Zündkapsel. Feindliche Schiffe sind in der Todeszone. 19 Kreuzer und Sturmträger.
Cortana, Ziele aussuchen und Feuer frei.
Malta, wie ist Ihr Status? Kommen.
Die Träger laufen durch, ziehen Sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir!
Faster door, and this was like close to IL pace. Yeah, this is good.
Der Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen.
This should easily sub 4 if I get a decent ending.
Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
That's just not fair, guy. Come on. Show yourself, coward. Brother, man! Okay, well, not easily sub 4 anymore, but at least we lived.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
That was an insane Kyra. That was really good. Alright, let's lock in for this run. Get one more good one on this session. I had an insane one earlier. Get another one. Okay, buddy. Just don't enrage. Be a pacifist. Never get mad. Buddhist motherfucker. I hate this game. The dude's the most pacifist guy in the world.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben.
I mean, you're also Canadian, so all of your tax stuff is going to be different than American tax
Blicken Sie
stuff.
jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
Does getting divorced make your taxes worse, I guess? Yeah, that makes sense.
Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient.
Just never get married.
Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
Can't get married if you just play Halo 2 all day.
Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind
Don't
Sie
have to
fertig
worry
mit der Jung?
about
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
any of that.
Das funktioniert gut, Johnson. Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja,
You would think that with these speedrun world records that I set, that I would be having to fight off hordes of adoring fans, but
Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood wirklich
I live a pretty low-key life, so I'm able to hide from the paparazzi and the
Die Erde.
throng of people clamoring to climb in my windows at night.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB
Have I ever been recognized on the street? In college, I had a guy recognize me that went to my university, just walking out on campus. And one time at a bar in Seattle, somebody came up to me and was like, "This is gonna be a really weird question, but do you play Halo?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Are you MisterMonopoli?" I was like, "Yeah." He recognized me without seeing me. He heard me from across the bar and recognized my voice. And that's how he knew who I was. That was kind of crazy. He was like, "I knew it, you sound just like him." Those are the only 2 times I've been recognized out in public.
Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Yeah, Walshy's a really nice guy. Big fan. He's one of my best friends. I mean, he really, they say like, don't meet your heroes and stuff from gaming, but no, he's actually a really great guy. He gives like fans the time, he gives everyone the time. He doesn't give off like that air of superiority. He's helpful, he's just humble, he's nice to talk to. We used to live together for a couple years when he was in Seattle. He's a good roommate too. We got along real good as roommates. That was a nice situation. Big fan of that guy.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6, kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen?
Oh, I'm not in Texas anymore. I live in Seattle now.
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen.
I'm not sure for how much longer, but that's where I live. I've lived here for like 10 years now. Has it been 10 years? When did I move here? Summer of 15? I've been here for almost 11 years now. 10 and a half years, I think. Dang. Time flies.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
I might have been 16, I can't remember when I moved here. It was 15 or 16.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen.
I didn't realize I'd been here for over 10 years.
Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, Kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm. Entertruppen unterwegs.
Alright, I probably don't have a whole lot left more in me in the stream. I should do one more out of Cairo. I'm feeling kind of beat after losing that run earlier. You've always wanted to move to the northwest portion, Seattle or Portland? Yeah. Portland's a little bit cheaper, but it's also a little bit worse. I mean, it's good. The city and the environment, and like I love the nature. The weather's not as bad as people think it is. I really love the Pacific Northwest. It's great. Seattle's a little bit more expensive, but I like it here better. But anywhere in the Northwest is, especially if you like any form of nature, like hiking or forests or beach, it's all here. And I grew up in Texas where there's no mountains. Texas is just completely flat. There's like so much trees and scenery and shit. Everything's green. There's beautiful mountains out in the distance. Like just being able to walk outside and see mountains in the background is crazy. Like I can drive down the street and just see beautiful mountains and sunsets and shit.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Does it rain a lot? People say it rains a lot, but it really doesn't. Like, the amount of annual precipitation in Seattle is the exact same of annual precipitation that Dallas, Texas gets. They're like literally the same, but they come in different like quantities. So Seattle has a rainy season where it's like dark and cold and wet through like all of December and like January. But it actually doesn't rain that much. It's just like wet in the mornings from like morning mist kind of stuff. And that adds up to quite a bit of rainfall. But in Seattle or in Dallas, the rainfall you get is storms. You get thunderstorms that are pouring rain. It doesn't actually ever pour rain in Seattle. We don't get thunderstorms. I've heard like less than 100 claps of thunder, and I've lived here for 10 years. Like it just doesn't ever thunder here. The type of rain we get is just completely different. I've probably heard less than 50 claps of thunder. Like, it's very... I honestly miss thunderstorms. That's one of the things I do miss from Texas, is, like, just sitting and listening to the thunder.
Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir!
Please. Don't kill me. Okay, they're gonna kill me. Alright, I think I gotta take a break. That one run took a lot out of me. Ugh. I want to go more, but I can't right now. I need to get food. I need to relax. We had one insane run die to the very end. If you guys missed it. Those hurt my heart. I tried to keep going. I tried to stay positive, but it's hard. I'll be back in the evening. Give me like 3 or 4 hours to eat some food and relax, and then I'll come back and we'll hit it hard tonight. Let's see, is there anybody to raid? Who do we got to raid? I'll send you guys to Sloth. Follow the stream if you like the content. I'll be back tonight.